Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा माधव की जय. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. ISCKON फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. जय विष्णुपाद श्री गौर किशोर दास बाबूजी महाराज की जय. जय विष्णुपाद शिव सच्चिदानंद भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की जय. जय विष्णुपाद वैष्णव सर्वभौम शिव जागन्नाथ दास बाबूजी महाराज की जय. जय श्री रूप सनातन भक्त गुना श्री जीव गोपाल दास गुना साध गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय. नमाचार्य शिव हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. स्मरेत भक्त वृंद की जय. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं अतो जयमुदीरये. वेदे रामायणे चैव पुराणे भरते तथा अदावन्ते च मध्ये च हरि सर्वत्र गीयते. मूकं करोति वाचालं अंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणे. परमानन्दमाधवं धर्मप्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सरानं सतं वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं. श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा प्ररीश्वर सद्यो ह्रीजवरुध्यते त्रिकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्. निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतान्द्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुका. अनर्थोपशमं साक्षात् भक्तियोगमधुक्षजे लोकस्यार्जनतो विद्वांश्चक्रे सात्वतसंहितं. यस्यं वा श्रूयमाणाय कृष्णे परमपुरुषे भक्तिरुत्पाद्यते पुंसां शोकमोहभयापः. श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणममलं यद्वैष्णवानां प्रियं यस्मिन् परमहंसमेकममलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते. तत्र ज्ञानविरागभक्तिसहितं निष्कर्म्यमाविष्कृतं सच्चिन्मान् सुपथान् विचरणपरो भक्त्या विमुच्येत् नरः. Artvayam Brahma Sutranam Bharatartha Vinirnaya Gayatri Bhasharupasav Vedartho Paribrimhita Sarva Vedeti Hasanam Saram Saram Samudritam Sarva Vedanta Saram Hi Srimad Bhagavatanushyate Tatra Samrita Triptasya Nanyatra Siddhati Kvachi Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna. Today, by the mercy of Srila Gurudev, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, by the mercy of previous acharyas, we will listen from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, text number 15. Yatpada samshraya sutta Yatpada samshraya sutta Munaya prashamayana Munaya prashamayana. We have no book, no other book. Guest. Okay. Yatpada samshraya sutta Munaya prashamayana Sadhya punanjibhas prishta Svardunya purnusevaya Yatpada samshraya sutta Munaya prashamayana Sadhya punanjibhas prishta Svardunya purnusevaya. Please repeat. Yatpada samshraya sutta Munaya prashamayana Sadhya punanjibhas prishta Svardunya purnusevaya. Yatpada samshraya sutta Munaya prashamayana Sadhya punanjibhas prishta Svardunya purnusevaya. Amendment Prabhu, please give them, because Bhagavatam should not be on the floor. Problem. What else? Yatpada samshraya sutta Munaya prashamayana Sadhya punanjibhas prishta Svardunya purnusevaya. Is it somewhere else? Okay, we read translation. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O Sutta, those great sages who have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord can at once sanctify those who come in touch with them, whereas the waters of the Ganges can sanctify only after prolonged use. Purport. Pure devotees of the Lord are more powerful than the waters of the sacred river Ganges. One can derive spiritual benefit out of prolonged use of the Ganges waters. But one can be sanctified at once by the mercy of a pure devotee of the Lord. In Bhagavad Gita it is said that any person regardless of birth as Shudra, woman or merchant, can take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, and by so doing can return to Godhead. To take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord means to take shelter of the pure devotees. The pure devotees whose only business is serving are honored by the names Prabhupada and Vishnupada, which indicate such devotees to be representatives of the lotus feet of the Lord. Anyone, therefore, who takes shelter of the lotus feet of a pure devotee, by accepting the pure devotee as his spiritual master, can be at once purified. Such devotees of the Lord are honored equally with the Lord, because they are engaged in the most confidential service of the Lord. For they deliver out of the material world the fallen souls whom the Lord wants to return home, back to Godhead. Such pure devotees are better known as vice lords according to revealed scriptures. The sincere disciple of the pure devotee considers the spiritual master equal to the Lord, but always considers himself to be humble servant of the Lord. This is the pure devotional path. Yatpada samshraya sutta munaya prashamayana sadhyapananya prishta sardunya ponu sevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. We continue to speak about conversation between sages in Naimisharanya forest and Sutta Goswami. And they asked him to speak about the essence of the all Vedic scriptures. And after that they glorified him. First of all, they glorified him and they asked questions, and they appealed to his compassion. They said about suffering condition of the people in Kali Yuga. And then they said about the medicine. Medicine is the holy name of the Lord. And this holy name should be given by the pure devotee. Pure devotee is distributing the holy name. Then they are glorifying pure devotee in this sloka. And yesterday we speaking about, yesterday we listening about Sansritin Ghoram, means terrifying material life, which is vivasha, helpless. And by chanting the holy name, Satya, immediately one can be free from all material sufferings. Because the holy name, even fear personified, is fearing of the holy name. And it's indicating the story of Ajamila. Ajamila story. Because Ajamila was committing so many sinful activities, and by the utterance of even one name of the Lord, so he became free from fear, and he became liberated person. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur telling in purport to this verse, saying, what then to speak of death and Yama in charge of death, and what to speak of having fear, or lesser beings such as servants of Yama. those who have taken shelter of the lotus of the Lord's 2 feet, the devotees, purify people of the contamination of ignorance immediately, just by people remembering those devotees. The pure devotees, and just remembering about pure devotees can be purified. You can imagine how powerful it is. I can give one example. When Srila Prabhupada, he came to America, not even he put the step on the ground of America, but he looked at one captain on the boat with so much compassion. So this captain, his heart changed. After some years, he became devotee, he surrendered. Because only this glance changed him, you can imagine. And this pure devotee is very powerful. How much more purification will take place by seeing, touching, or serving those devotees? This is understood because of a similar statement later. It is other shloka. Yesham samsmarana pumsa sadhya shuddhanti vaigriha kim punardarshana sparsha pada saucha sanadibi. Simply by our remembering you, our house became instantly sanctified. We want to speak of seeing you, touching you, washing your holy feet, and offering you a seat in your home. It is words addressed to Shukadev Goswami. Very nice, glorifying. What to speak about touching lotus feet of devotee. So powerful. You can know that 3 things, the most powerful, and we need this. One is Vaishnava Pada Renu. Vaishnava Pada Renu, Pada Dhuli, the dust on the lotus feet of Vaishnava. The second, Vaishnava Uchishta, the remnants of the Vaishnava. Vaishnava took some prasad, and he can take some remnants. And Vaishnava Pada Jala, the water washing the lotus feet of Vaishnava. 3 things most purified. Therefore, to be purified, we need this. You can understand how it's important. Because even we are thinking about Vaishnava, remembering about Vaishnava is possible. If we want to speak about taking water from his lotus feet, taking remnants, Pada Dhuli. Here in Bangalore, people more like westernized. When in Orissa we going in some place, everywhere people coming, taking our feet, taking dust from our feet, and wants to take some water from our feet, and not allowing. But sometimes it's happening, because we are not Vaishnava. But this is a culture, people know this. If we take some dust from lotus feet of devotee, we can be purified. Here people don't know this. Now in the city they don't know this. And my guru, he is preaching in Soviet Union region, Russian speaking. He never allowed his disciple to touch his lotus feet. Because other culture, people don't know this. Even he doesn't know. And but it's very, very important. If you take this opportunity, very important. So it should be understood, Vishwanath Thakur said, that the waters of the Ganga purified by their direct presence, being brought from a distant place. If you have some Ganga water, you can one drop put in a glass of water, and it will be like Ganga. So Ganga is very powerful. Otherwise, there would be a contradiction to the statement, Muktistva darshanat evan najane snana jamphalam. Liberation comes from seeing you. I do not know the result of taking bath. Also it is said, Svardunya darshanat eva sadhunam chesmaranadapi muktir. One can attain liberation by seeing the Ganga and by remembering the devotees. So we should see Ganga water first. But devotee you can even not see, only remember. It can give us liberation. That the superiority of the devotee is indicated. The water of the Ganga flowing from the Lord's feet, by having a relation with the Lord, actually does purify. But being touched, upasprishta, it should touch Ganga. Without touching Ganga water, no effect. And also it needs long time to use Ganga. Sevaya means by actions such as worship, obeisances, etc. Or it can mean by respect in general. The particle nu certainly indicates a difference from the previous statement, lack of grammatical. Shuddhikama means one who desires satisfaction of the intellect, because it was previously said, anatma suprasidati, by which the intelligence is satisfied, or atma is satisfied. Better to say. This translation not nice. Then is Srimad Bhagavatam 11, Canto 7, chapter 45, verse it is said, Svacha prakritita snigdo madhurya stirta burlinam muni punatyapam mitram iksho pasparsha kirtanai. O king, a saintly person is just like a water, because he is free from all contamination, gentle by nature, and by speaking creates a beautiful vibration like that of a flowing water. So when he is speaking, there is a beautiful vibration. The same when we see the flow of water. Everyone likes to go and see the flowing water. It's making us quiet, pacified. It's pacifying us. So when we listen sadhu's voice, also become pacified. Just by seeing, touching or hearing such a saintly person, the living entity is purified, just as one is cleansed by contact with pure water. Thus a saintly person, just like a holy place, purifies all those who contact him, because he always chants the glories of the Lord. That is the reason. Because his mouth is pure, because his mouth only used for chanting the glories of the Lord. The water is pure, and if some impurity is there, actually Vaishnavas, they generally making pure by washing with water. And water is considered to be pure. Once Prabhupada in the West, disciple was cleaning floor by some paper like this, or by hand. Prabhupada said, "You mlechha, only by water you should clean." Prabhupada said, people don't know that water is cleaning. They're thinking they can clean by some dry things. Actually not. And which water is more pure? And actually holy water, Ganga water is more pure. But we can say, first we should say, first from the well, water from the well. That is pure water. More pure water which is flowing, like river. Then lake, then, well, then lake, then river. And water which is constantly flowing is pure. And the meaning is that sadhu is always flowing or moving. Therefore sadhu is purified. Sadhu is always moving. He stay in one place and go another place. Sadhu never stay in one place long time. Here the similarity is how sadhu is just like water. Water is very transparent also. Sadhu is also very transparent. Transparency is very prominent quality of sadhu. Because the sadhu is transparent, the people who associate with sadhu, they can see Krishna through sadhu. Sadhu is seeing Krishna, they can see Krishna. If a sadhu is not transparent, it is not possible to know about Krishna and see Krishna. And then, why we are not able to see the Supreme Lord Krishna? We are not, because we are identifying also with body. But if we come in contact with sadhu, then gradually we will become purified. When one will become purified, he will be able to see Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna. That is tattva. Sadhu's quality is also, sadhu is very sweet. Actually, originally water is very sweet. As Krishna said, I am original taste of the water. Rasoham apsukam teya. Original taste is always sweet. Actually, sadhu is always very sweet. His behavior, his speaking very sweet. Even he is speaking very harsh things, very heavy things, very sweet, in sweet way. We are becoming angry because we need sense gratification. When we are not able to get sense gratification, we are angry. And sadhu is always satisfied with his soul. Sadhu doesn't need any material happiness, any material objects, only to satisfy himself. He doesn't need this. Therefore, a sadhu is always very peaceful and blissful. It is said in Charitamrita, Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakale Asanta Krishna Bhakta Nishkamata Eva Shanta. Very important verse. Madhya 19, 149. That why when sadhu is speaking, everybody is becoming happy? Why so much sweetness is there? Sadhu is speaking very sweet, touching, and it is touching our heart. What is the reason? When sadhu speaks, it touches our heart, he gives all happiness to the spirit, soul, or to the Atma. Therefore, it is very sweet. He is free from all the modes of nature. Or the influence of modes of nature is not there. He is in pure mode of goodness. Have you seen puppet dance? Puppet dance. You see? And, I was small, I saw the puppet dance. Like king, queen, soldier, like this. And how? Only by strings. One is manipulating by the puppet. And the strings are bound up. The puppet are dancing according to direction of master. Similarly, Maya has 3 strings. Sattva, Rajatama. Yes. By these strings, Maya is making us to dance. We are not able to understand that we have become Maya's servant. And we are dancing to Maya's direction. So I was sleeping on the lap of Maya. And by the association with sadhu, we are understanding what is my Swarupa. We are waking. And like Prabhupada, when he was coming to America, he was chanting this, Nachao, Nachao. He said, please make me dance, Krishna, make me dance. I want to be your puppet. And Nitya Tattva Janyar Samsara Nachaya Kennava Bhajitamaya Kare Haya Haya. This is said that by knowing all Tattva, one is saying, I don't need this samsara. I don't want to be puppet in the hands of Maya. So much troubles here in this samsara. So he knows clearly what is his position. Therefore, we are dying here because I don't need this samsara. Because this is Maya samsara. I don't want to enter into Maya samsara. Therefore, it is very important thing. Who makes us free from all sinful reactions? Krishna. Krishna will make us free from all sins. He said in Bhagavad Gita this. This is the final conclusion. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja ham tam sarva papebhyo moksheshyami ma shucha. 1864. It's very important for us. We are all times speaking about this. Give up all your dharma, so-called dharma, manu dharma, deha dharma. Just surrender unto me. And he is coming to give this dharma samsthapanam, establish dharma. Every millennium, every yuga he is coming. But now he is saying, give up your dharma. Because this is so-called dharma, not real dharma. It's only puppet dance. It's not real dharma, but people follow it. So I give up everything and take shelter of the lotus feet of Bhagavan Krishna. Will he help me? This is the question. Will he help me, or maybe I lose everything? Can he protect me? This is the question. And this is doubt. Therefore people don't want to surrender Krishna. Therefore it is said that he will destroy all sinful reactions. Only he has capacity to destroy sinful reactions. And similarly, sadhu is having such a power. Sadhu is having, because he is transparent, like water. We have done so many simple activities. When we come to sadhu, sadhu will say, "Oh Krishna, please accept him." For me, sadhu will request Krishna. That is the way. Sadhu will approach Krishna for me, because I have no qualification to serve Krishna. If you have doubts, I can give many examples from Prabhupada Lilamrit also. When, how Prabhupada installed Jagannath Baladev Subhadra in America first time. Devotees didn't know anything. No brahmanas like this. Prabhupada said, you just make lamp on ghee and everyone can offer lamp. That's all. And we chant Hare Krishna. They installed Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. No other rites, no other ceremony. And then Prabhupada, he was sick, and devotees should do Rath Yatra. Actually, Prabhupada didn't say to them, do Rath Yatra. They asked him, Prabhupada, can we also make Rath Yatra? Prabhupada said, but it's big work, we should make chariot, many things. We will do, Prabhupada. And they started. After some time, Prabhupada was sick, he could not participate in Rath Yatra. They said, Prabhupada, how can we do Rath Yatra without you? Prabhupada said, you just try to please Krishna. Krishna will protect you. This Rath Yatra was successful. More than 10,000 people came. Distributed so many prasad, so many holy names. You can see. Why? Only because it's so powerful. This is very powerful. And it is said, Gangara parasya hoile paschate pava darshane pavitra koro eito marguna. This is Narottam Das Thakur saying, Paschata Pavan. What is meaning? Paschata Pavan. You're taking bath in the Ganga water, you can become purified. You go to sadhu, take sadhu darshan is also making purified. What is the meaning of sadhu darshana? By these sinful eyes, we cannot see sadhu. And how sadhu is pure, we cannot see, we cannot understand. Therefore, we should approach sadhu, and he should see us. He should cast his merciful glance on us, so that we can be purified. That is the rule. Not by watching YouTube, you can see the sadhu. You cannot understand who is sadhu on YouTube. Maybe 10k followers is not sadhu, or 100k followers. Not. His monetization also is there. When you have 10k, many money coming. So is it sadhu? No. Whatever is spoken here about the sadhu, what is the result? The result is bhakti. So by associating with sadhu, we can understand our own position, and then we are able to know what is my duty. What should I do? When we're doing bhakti, we will never stop. We will never be tired by bhakti process. We will do always our seva. So much attached, so much pleasure we are taking from this. But if you cannot understand who you are, how can you do? If you can understand who you are eternally, Nitya, then you can do it Shashvat, always. So Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur said, when sadhu manifest when we are not understanding our Svarupa. Because we are not understanding who we are, then sadhu manifest. And what is forbidden we are doing. And because we don't know what is our Svarupa, at that time sadhu manifests, sadhu appears. He was doing this only, even he can get so much suffering, he will do this. Sadhu is appearing here to show mercy. But still we are not getting mercy. What is the reason? What is the reason? Sadhu is always heavy. But people, we see him as light. This is two words in Sanskrit. Guru, heavy, and light, laghu. We people see him as laghu, not guru. We see him as ordinary jiva. What we are seeing, is seeing everything very light, not able to see how sadhu is very heavy. Therefore Krishna said to Uddhava, 11th canto, 17:27. Acharyam mam vijaniya navamanyeta karahiji namatya buddhya suyeta sarvadeva mayo guru. We already spoke about this. That is, consider Acharya is like me. Don't disrespect him. All demigods in his body. No need to worship other demigods. Don't consider he is a miserable human being. Every day we see sadhu, but kripa is not coming, mercy is not coming. So if there will be guru darshan, then the kripa will flow. Automatically flow. Don't need to pray. Oh, Gurudev showed mercy on me. Kripa, Jiji. My Gurudev many times you can say, Gurudev, give me kripa, give me kripa. Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur said, when Guru Darshana will be there, Guru Puja also will be. Vyasa Puja, grand ceremony, grand religious ceremony. So many things. But people doing Vyasa Puja, Guru Puja, but only one time in a year maybe. and not making any effect. If you feel that we are Laghu, then we have right to do Guru Puja. If you're thinking that we are Guru, we are heavy. We cannot do Guru Puja. And this is Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur said. Deep Tattva is there. He said, we cannot speak about nice garland, big sweet cake offered to Guru, if we are not Laghu. And once Gurudev asked me on the class, what is Guru Puja mantra? I was thinking what to answer. He said, Satyam Param Dhimahi. This is last line in the first shloka. Satyam Param Dhimahi means I am meditating on absolute truth. This is Guru Puja mantra. Because Guru Puja, what is this? People meditate, so many mantras they are using. We say, Yasya Prasad Bhagavad Prasado, Yasya Prasad Nagati Kutopi, we are singing. Without His mercy we cannot get Krishna's mercy. Then Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Kuroedas. But Gurudev, what he is saying is not, he is saying Satyam Param Dhimahi, meditate on the absolute truth. If we are meditating on the supreme truth, then we can do Guru Puja. And we can see very important thing is here. Meditate on Krishna and Guru at the same moment. Then you can get all success. Yasya prasadam bhagavat Yasya deve parabhaktir yatsadeve tathaguro. Actually, I want you to learn this shloka. It was very important. Yasya deve parabhaktir yathadeve tathaguro tasyaite pratidhyata prakashante mahatmanaha. Very nice slogan. Because all success in the spiritual life is in this sloka. Yasya deve parabhaktir, which the supreme devotion, supreme bhakti we are having towards Krishna. Deva, that means Krishna. Yasya deve tatha guru, which supreme devotion we have to the Guru, the same. And then the secret meaning of the Shastras will be revealed to us. That is nice shloka, very important. Otherwise, if you worship Krishna without Guru, no result. Krishna will not show. Actually, Krishna is showing mercy, but His mercy is not enough. Acharya said. Because more Shakti He has given to His devotee. Like this. It is, He delegated Shakti. Yes, because actually Kripa Shakti, the special energy of Krishna, energy of compassion. Kripa Shakti doesn't belong to Krishna. Therefore Krishna cannot show full mercy on us. If He shows full mercy on us, He giving to us His representative, who is having all Kripa Shakti. It's a very important thing. Therefore it is said that Sadhu more merciful than Krishna. But many people don't know this, because they cheated by many so-called sadhus. They have no faith to sadhu. Like Srila Prabhupada, he was searching who is Guru. His father was every day bringing some sadhu. And Prabhupada was not happy by seeing them. Because some yogic power, mystic power they have, or some ganja they using. But also Gauravinda Swami, when he was from Vaishnava family, okay, but in maybe 43 years he left family life. And he started to search Guru from Himalayas to Kumari, Kanyakumari. searching through all India. He was going through all India. And he met even Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur disciples. He was not happy to see them. He said, I was staying in one ashrama. 3 nights was enough to understand what is the mood of this people. He said, only when he decided Vrindavan would be the last place, final, because after Vrindavan, where should I go? If no sadhu is there, I will only cry in Vrindavan. Maybe Krishna will show mercy on me. He came to Vrindavan and he met Prabhupada's disciples. And question was, Govinda Swami was having, how Mahaprabhu is connected with Krishna, because actually many people in India, they don't know this. How Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is connected with Krishna. Many people, because they don't know this, many problems they are having. And he saw Back to God, BTG magazine. And he opened, the article was there, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. And Prabhupada explained this very nicely. He said, who is this? This is our Guru. He said, they show photo of Prabhupada on the last page. I want to see him. I want to see him. He said, because this is Mahabhagavata. I want to see Mahabhagavata. But they didn't allow him to come because they thought he is Mayavadi. Because that time he was in saffron clothes, fully no hair, fully shaved his hair. And he called himself Gaur Gopalananda. He got the name. They were thinking he's Sannyasi Mayavadi. So many Sannyasi Mayavadi coming also, feeling some bhava, but this bhava is not pure. But actually, Prabhupada, immediately he saw him, he said, you already accepted sannyas? No, I will give you sannyas. And he said, my Guru immediately is understood what is in my heart. That is the real Guru. The real Guru knows the heart of disciple. You see, this is sadhu darshan. And people coming to Ratha Yatra for selling banana. You are not selling banana like that. No? Then they saying, I was in Ratha Yatra. Very auspicious, very nice. Did they see Ratha Yatra? No. No. Because they only saying, Jagannath Swami ki jai. So, but it's not. Because somebody will steal your banana. You should look after banana. Maybe someone will steal. So this problem. How you can... We won't serve to Krishna at the same time thinking about sense gratification. How we can see Krishna? Not possible. Whether I serve Krishna or I look for my own happiness. Only this. So we went Puri, we sold all banana. Came back to our village and said, oh Baba, I have seen Ratha Yatra this year. Very nice Jagannath, very nice. So many bananas I have sown. Therefore it is said in Orissa, it is said, Ratheti vamanam drishtva punarjanmana vidyate. The meaning is said, if we have to see Lord Vamanadev in the chariot. How it is possible to see Vamanadev? I already told this. Vamanadev, it is not mentioned in any scripture that Vamanadev is sitting on the right hand. But it is meaning here, Vamanadev appeared accepting Kashyapa Rishi as his father and Aditi as mother. And we can see that Vamanadev in disguise came just like a small boy and took away all the opulences, all the wealth of Bali. Finally Vamanadeva got Bali himself. This is the story of Vamanadeva. Bali Maharaj saw, though he was a devotee of Lord Vishnu, but still he was having demonic quality, asura, some part. Though he was having demonic quality, he was giving charity to anyone. Why? Because he was grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. And Shukracharya stopped him. Shukracharya was not an ordinary man. He was a very learned man, Pandit, scholar. Immediately he could understand What is the intention of Vamanadev? Vamanadev wants to steal everything from you. Mudha, you foolish one. If you give everything to Vishnu, nothing will rest to you. What balance will be with you? So he will be called, Shukracharya called this Guru Bhruva. Guru Bhruva. We know what this is. Guru Bhruva means false guru, not real guru. Cheater. What is the difference between pseudo guru, Guru Bhruva, and real guru? What is the difference? What is the difference? Pseudo guru will always look for his own happiness, sense gratifications, see the pocket of his disciple. But the real guru always see the happiness of Krishna. Now Shukracharya is thinking, what will happen if Bali Maharaj loses everything? How I will maintain my life if my disciple will give up everything? He is trying to convince Bali Maharaj not give charity to Vamanadev. That means he is dragging Bali Maharaj from the surrendering to Lord Krishna, pulling him. Don't go there. By saying Ratriti Vamanam Drishva Punaram Janmana Vidyate means the cyclic order of life, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, will be ceased. And one will surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna. In the ISCKON disciple course, they also learning this. Guru Tyaga, what is this? If you Guru not Guru attached to material things, should reject him. Sarvasam Vishnave Dattva. Actually in India, people don't want to follow this. Even Guru is fallen, they not like to accept this. Even in our ISKCON movement. Because of lack of knowledge. And foreign countries, they immediately reject sometimes. But even he is doing little things, even he is not fallen. And in our Russia was very famous guru. Very famous. Many thousand disciples he was there. He commit offense to the lotus feet of Sadhu Vaishnava. He fell down. 98 members of Russian ISKCON left. You can understand. 1998, it was big crisis. Because lack of knowledge. They didn't know about Guru Tattva. They left because they thought, our Guru fell down, no need this ISKCON. You understand? So one will see that is pure Guru. When one will see that this Guru is not a lone disciple to surrender to Krishna, this Guru must be rejected. Give me a nice car, give me a computer for me. Guru demanding these things, that Guru is to be given up. You should understand. No spiritual benefit one will get from Guru. Like Guru Govinda Swami, he was when he was traveling, he was carrying only 2 gamchas. And in these 2 gamchas, all his books, notebooks, everywhere, everything. And some devotees asked him, why are you not using computer? Because in 19th, computer appeared. All sannyasis started to use computer. He said, this is my computer. But when he was traveling, 2 suitcases he was using. 1 suitcase for dress, 1 suitcase for books. Books, notebooks, he was traveling like this. Never use computer. I am using computer. It's lower level. You can see. And Guru's business is to sarvapadi vinirmuktam tat paratve nirmalam. Rishikesha sevanam bhakti uchyate. This feeling Guru will try to develop this. Guru will try to develop this feeling in the heart, disciple. It will come free from all material designations. And he said, give up all designations, become very pure. Then he will use all your senses, all your limbs, for the pleasure of master of the senses, Krishna-seva. This is meaning, this is also very important slogan. Sarvapadi vinirmuktam tat paratvena nirmalam. Krishna-seva sevanam bhakti uchyate. You should serve to Krishna-seva, the master of senses, by your senses, under his control, by your pure senses. This message Guru is giving to us. And now time will continue tomorrow speak, because this topic of the first chapter, first canto, they glorifying Guru, greeting him, and tomorrow will continue again. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. You have some questions, some doubts, commentaries? Everything clear? Okay. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhyascha patitanam